Welcome to GBC Updates for Friday, April the 17th. It's been a couple of weeks since I've touched base with you, what with Easter and just the busyness of this time as we're getting used to this new normal. I trust you and your family are coping and managing to kind of figure out what life looks like in this COVID-19 world that we're currently living in. Just a couple things to let you know about that are important for members of our community of faith. Let me start with life groups. If you are in a life group or were in a life group that hasn't met for a while because of the COVID-19 thing, your life group leader should be in contact with you over the next several days. This has a couple of different components to it. One, it's part of our strategy of care. We just want to make sure we're touching base with people and make sure they're doing okay. But it's also to let you know about what's happening with life groups as a whole. One of the things that they will communicate with you is that life groups have been organized into connect groups. We've spoken about this in the past as a church where we wanted to get groups together in 4s or 5s to meet together. Obviously, we're not going to be meeting together, but this infrastructure, shall we say, is going to be pretty important moving forward. Also to let you know that our new series entitled Anchored, which is a study through the book of Hebrews, will also be made available in life group notes starting next week as well. Speaking of our care strategy, another component that we're looking to launch is another part of our care team entitled Our Callers of Care, or our Care Callers or something. People who are comfortable making phone calls to those in the life of our church just to touch base and make sure that they're okay. So if you are comfortable on the phone making phone calls and would like to be part of our overall strategy of caring for our community of faith and potentially beyond as well, you can express your interest to Sheena Hind on the email on the screen, gbccares@guymeabaptist.org.au. So make sure that you express interest to her. We're getting close to being able to launch that team and are looking forward to that. And speaking of phone calls, a few weeks ago I mentioned the fact that we were working away at a strategy to help those who can't access the online services to be able to find a way to connect. And we finally figured that out through a phone-in service. So there's a number on the screen, and people can phone in from 8:30 on Sundays and listen to the majority of the service. They won't be able to listen to the worship because of some of the licensing restrictions, but the bulk of the service they will be able to listen to on the phone. It's a poor substitute for actually being together, but given that we can't do that, we figure this is as good as it gets. Now, I do recognize the irony of announcing in an online forum that we now have something for those who are not online. So what I need you to do is take this number down, and if you can think of anyone who does not have access to GBC Online, could you take the responsibility and call them? Let them know that they can call this number from 8:30 on a Sunday at any point in that day, and any time during the week really, and listen to the service. Again, a poor substitute for being together, but in the context in which we find ourselves, we hope that it's better than nothing. So if you'd let them know, that would be a huge service for us because they're probably not going to be watching this video. And speaking of the video, just to remind you again, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you get notifications and updates when they come in. We're going to be updating you as quickly as we can on the things that are moving now. And now that Easter is out of the way, as a staff, we've got a whole bunch of plans that we want to be putting into place as we continue to explore what it looks like for us in this context right now. So I hope to see you on Sunday at GBC Online at 8:30, 10:30, or 6. And can I really encourage you to join into the chat, even if it's just to say hello at the very beginning. I found it really encouraging and helpful just to see the people who are there, even if they don't chat more than once or twice over the course of the service. So if I can encourage you to do that, let us know that you're there. Let us know that you're participating. Just kind of gives us a sense of, and gives everyone a sense of who's in the room, shall we say, even as we're gathered in diverse places. So hope to see you Sunday. God bless.